chaos erupts in an Iowa gas station when customers intervene in a family dispute.
Oh,
The
boy.
ensuing havoc results in an astonishing brawl that leaves the community stunned. But that's nothing compared to the shock that police officers get when they learn that the pandemonium started when a mother violently manhandled her 9-year-old autistic son.
Oh, hell no. 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 Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Look. The reason why I'm making this video, and I know, this video has already been talked about, it's already been done, but here's the thing. I've been kind of wanting to do a video talking about this for quite a bit now. Mainly because I actually have autism, and I have ADHD. I've had these disabilities since very early in my childhood. And it's been a pretty big part of, having these diagnoses have been a big part of my life. It's affected me greatly in my life. Now, I think it's safe to say, like, this video, it hits home a little bit. It hits home. Because I feel bad for this kid. Because, like, I know what it's like to get manhandled. I know what it's like to be treated less than human because of a disability, because of something you can't help. So, I genuinely feel bad for this kid. Like, no doubt. No, like, it... And I'm going to say this right now, to parents out there who have neurodivergent kids. I don't care what your issue is with the child. You don't resort to violence. Because that's only going to teach them a lot of bad things in the long run. You're not going to get much benefit. Short run, maybe. Long run? Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. You might not know it, but doing this to your kid you might be raising some future psychopaths down the line. Just saying.
The lazy quiet of a September weekend in 2021 is broken when a call comes in to 911 reporting an uproar at a local convenience store.
Police department, can I help you?
Have people fighting up here at Quick Trip?
How many people are fighting?
Well, mom was beating her kid really bad here.
I can't hear you. Something's wrong with your phone. How many people?
Yeah, that's some pretty bad feedback.
And other people, it's the kid from her, and they're all yelling and freaking out.
All right, we'll be on the way up there.
Even through a poor phone connection, the commotion in the background is enough to alert dispatchers that a bizarre emergency is unfolding at the Quick Trip gas station.
Okay, so I've never been to a Quick Trip, but I'd imagine it's probably not that much different than, like, a Circle K, a 7-Eleven, or an AMPM. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a local thing.
Officer Miller of the Des Moines Police Department is first on the scene, and the crowd that rushes to greet him is the first indication that something is very wrong there.
This lady's in here choking him, dragging him
Oh my god! Yo, this guy. Okay, look. I get it. I get this is a very serious fucking situation, but I can't ignore this. I can't just let this slip. This man is a Chad. He's wearing an I Heart Hot Moms t-shirt. This is a man of class, ladies and gentlemen. This is a man of culture. This is a man who loves his MILFs. You know what? I can't disagree. We gotta love the MILFs out there. Shout out to the MILFs, the DILFs, and the GILFs.
in the stores, right? So we tell her to calm down. And then she is just crazy now. My homie's not in there holding her down right now. Sure.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God. Somebody better get this.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
She punched her and she punched her.
Hi! That wasn't very nice. We don't do that. Oh, God. Oh, God. Like, come on now. That was not cool.
She's throwing everything and beating her.
Place your hands behind your back.
I'm not.
Fucking
Place your
primal.
hands
I
behind
will
your
like
back.
my son.
Place
Regine Morris. I don't know why my brain's not registering that quite well.
Place your hands behind your back. Place your hands behind your back.
That's gonna be a hard one.
You just struck me.
I want my son.
Okay.
You want your son. You manhandled your son. You manhandled him. I don't think you just get to simply have him back. How does that even work?
No, because they're the ones who started.
Place your hands behind your back. Relax. Relax.
Oh,
Okay?
God.
Because they're the ones who started.
Keep your hands behind your back.
I am behind my back.
Okay.
And I would like to talk to an officer now.
You are talking to an officer. Who do you think is cuffing you?
Okay, I'm here.
And I want my son.
Place your hands behind your back.
They're the ones who started it. I want my son.
Yeah, considering that you were the one throwing shit, considering that the cops are being called on you, I beg to differ on that.
Okay.
The commotion inside the convenience store will make it difficult for police to piece the situation together, but it will surely be easier with this woman secured in handcuffs.
What is going on?
First of all, I was trying to...
Oh dear, I feel like I need to move I'm sorry, I feel like I need to move just a bit, because I need to just distance myself from that. This, like, okay, look, I'm gonna be real, like, I know it's not very nice to, like, joke on someone's appearance, but if you're gonna be an absolute piece of shit and abuse your kid, then expect the Hawaiian pig roast to take place, ma'am. This lady looks like fucking Constance from Monster House. You know, the fat lady that became the house from Monster House? Yeah, that's what she kind of looks like. Oh my god. Oh god.
to discipline my son. They got him...
Wait, hold up now. Say that again.
What is going on?
First of all, I was trying to discipline my son.
In public? You are trying to... Bitch, do you hear yourself? Discipline your son in public. Like, in front of people. Where they might take issue with the abuse. What is wrong with you? Like, oh my god, it's like, if it's bad in public, I hate to see what it's like at home. I really do. I feel bad for this child.
They got involved. My son is ADHD. I was trying to get him out.
Oh, okay. So you hear that, officers? Oh, I guess we should just uncuff her. Her son has ADHD. That totally justifies you abusing your autistic and ADHD 9-year-old son. That totally justifies the means. My bad. I'm sorry. We'll get out of your way, lady. No. I am so sick of authority figures doing this shit. You know, when I was growing up, I have had my family members, I have had teachers tell me that my disability is not an excuse for shitty behavior. And you know what? That is a stance that I stand by that. I stand by that statement. I consider that a huge part of my principles in life. However, if you're going to tell me that, I don't think you have the right to simply justify your abusive behavior by using our disabilities as an excuse to do so. That is bullshit, and you know it. Like, I'm sorry, but here's the thing, like, kids with ADHD, kids with autism, kids with any form of neurodivergence, we need patience, we need understanding, not yelling, not violence, not intimidation, none of that shit. It doesn't work. I'm sorry, like, some things might work to a certain degree when raising a kid. I get it, like, raising a neurodivergent child is not easy. It's not easy for some people. I get that. However, I'm sorry, but it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Like, okay, here's the thing though. If my disability is not an excuse for my shitty behavior, my disability should not be an excuse for your shitty behavior. Case in point.
Store. They got involved when they wasn't supposed to. I just want my son so I could go home, please.
So
Why? So you can
throwing things? You hit
Why? So you can abuse him further at home? I don't fucking think so, lady. You're out of your mind.
me.
They're the ones who kept getting in my face and would not back off and leave me alone.
Okay.
So that gives you a reason to act completely primal on a bunch of people. That's great. That's fucking fantastic.
That's reasoning for
That
throwing
is the
things at me.
truth. No, and I did not mean to throw them at you. I just want my son
Yeah, well, blind rage will do that. What can I say?
so I could go home. Because
Alright,
I know
we're
what the
gonna step
problem
outside.
is
We're
with
gonna
my
step
son,
outside.
and nobody doesn't want
Alright.
to.
I am so sick of parents who think like this. Like, like, there are plenty of people in the world who would be more than understanding if your kid has a mental disability. You're not the only one. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Yes, there are, unfortunately, a lot of assholes in the world who don't understand disabilities, who don't understand how, affecting a disability can be to one person. I understand that. But on the other hand, you also need to understand as a parent that not everyone in the world is going to be out to get your kid because of a disability he has. Believe it or not, some people will probably be a lot more understanding about his disability than you ever will. And considering you just, again, manhandled your son in public because you don't know how to get your temper in control, then I think that's more telling.
Step outside.
Tell me that I just want my son so I
Okay.
could go home.
Are you here with anyone?
Just me and my son.
Where do you live?
Right behind us, and I would like to take my son home. He has work.
I don't think that's how it works, lady. Oh my god, she's going on about this. She's not going to stop about this whole ADHD situation.
And I would like to get him home for medicine. So can I please take my son home?
Oh my god. Okay, look, I understand that I myself am medicated for my mental health issues, and look, if you need medication to get you through the day, to get you through your life, I totally get it. Like, that's nothing to be judgment worthy of. Like, everyone needs to take medication in one way or another for something. However, considering that there's a child and an adult probably administering this medication, I don't think I'm gonna like how this will turn out.
I just want my son.
Because here's the thing, I could be wrong here, but I think the one thing I probably can't stand about adults, specifically parents with neurodivergent children, they will, unfortunately, use medication to control their child. That's why they have, that's probably why, you'll hear, kids having, certain medications like tranquilizers or, mood stabilizers or what have you.
So I can go home.
We're gonna figure all this out, okay? Have a seat in my car.
I mean, some people actually need that medication. I myself, I'm well aware that I need it. I have bipolar disorder. And I know that if I go a day without it, shit's gonna hit the fan. I know that based on my personal experience. However, it's like, I don't know. I just have a bit of an issue. If there are parents out there that, do use medication to keep their child in control, then screw you. Screw you. I got nothing nice to say to you.
And I'll be willing to go.
With the man cleared away, Officer Millard
Oh my god, this dude just slammed the door. He wasn't having it.
goes to check on her son.
Alright, is everybody else okay?
Yeah, everybody's.
Hey, the MILF man is here.
Okay, everybody's fine.
You can see the marks on his neck.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Don't take my mom to jail. She's doing that to him in public.
Oh.
Hey, buddy, can you talk to me? Okay. Can you look up at me? Cause mom kind of. Oh yeah, you got marks on your neck. All right. Can you sit here for me, okay? Thanks, buddy.
The boy is reluctant to talk, but the discolorations on his neck make it more important than ever for Officer Miller to get to the bottom of this situation.
Are you fucking serious? This woman put marks on her child. You have no right to call yourself a mother if that's what you do to your kid. If this is your idea of discipline, then you need to fix yourself right now. Otherwise, you're going to have one resentful ass child. And you know what? I wouldn't be mad at him.
You got video of this? Yeah. Can you show me?
The QT got videos of it too. Everybody in here is gonna say the same. You literally just walk over to where they was behind the fountain drinks. Like,
So what was she doing with her child? Picking,
She was like,
get up.
like picking him up by the neck?
He's literally on his back. She's
Picked him up by the... What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
pulling him by the arm.
He like let it go and her.
Get up.
threw him down.
And she's yelling loud as hell like, I don't give a
We
You're
wasn't
coming
even
with
in
me.
the
Oh my
same place.
God.
It kept going on like,
Yeah, like-
so then we walked back there and then we just tried to tell her to stop and she started tripping out.
Who did she assault?
Like 4 or 5 people.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck off. I hate this.
Ma'am, what's your first name?
Sorry.
Cell phone video is more than enough to disgust Officer Miller. The fault lies with everyone else.
Too. Everybody in here is gonna say the same. You literally just walk over to where they was behind the fountain drinks. Like,
So what was she doing with her child? Picking,
She was like,
Get up.
like picking him up by the neck?
He's literally on his back. She's pulling him by the arm.
he like let it go and her.
Oh my God.
And she's yelling loud as hell like, I don't give a
We
You're
wasn't
coming
even
with
gonna
me.
say nothing, but it just kept going on. Like,
Yeah, like-
so then we walked back there and then we just tried to tell her to stop and she started tripping out.
Who did she assault?
Like 4 or 5 people.
Oh,
She
jeez.
assaulted
Which one of y'all did she push with the door? One of these little kids.
Oh, no. You did not just assault kids. Are you out of your mind? You know what? Don't even bother. Yes, you are. Yes, you are out of your mind. Don't even bother answering that one.
She called her black. Like she's just sweet.
out of control.
She assaulted my fiance.
Aw,
I
that's...
had to actually like put her on the
That's
ground because she was
fucked.
getting way too out of control. I held her down for a little bit. She bit me. She.
I got a video of him holding
Uh-uh.
her down to where she can't do anything anymore.
You know what? I'm gonna be real. Like, I smell a lawsuit. I smell a big, fat, heaping lawsuit. Just for all this woman did.
But she was really getting out of control. Like.
It's already clear that however unhinged this situation appeared when Officer Miller arrived on the scene, the full story is even crazier. But the breathless testimony of the witnesses cannot compare to the video itself.
She was
Oh?
like trying to put her hands on his little toes. I don't know where they went.
Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? It's bad. Okay. Okay. It's bad enough that you're putting your hand on your own kid. Now you're doing it to everyone else, other people's children. That is so screwed up.
And that's
Squared up
what
with
we
another
like,
little
those are
girl.
girls.
Talking about I'm gonna punch you in the face. She just kept throwing stuff,
What?
throwing stuff.
She did something at me. I told her something.
Oh my God. Oh dear
Oh, yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, she did that. That's when I hit her.
Yep, okay.
Because you don't do that to kids.
Nope.
I'm not with none of that.
We wasn't in
Good.
No, you're helping this child out. That's fine, mate.
That's all we was
You're doing what you should have done.
right.
If Officer Miller was reserving the benefit of the doubt for his suspect, this cell phone video has clearly changed things. To the mother currently sitting in the back of his police car, however, the fault lies with everyone else.
Of course it would, because why wouldn't it? Oh my God, I am so sick of parents that, think that everyone is the problem except for them and their child. It's so ridiculous. I don't believe those tears. You smell that? You smell... those tears smell less like salt and more like bullshit. I don't believe those tears for a second. There's no. I do not believe those cries for a damn moment.
If the mom thinks her son and the other customers are to blame for this incident, she seems to be the only one who feels that way.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, she thinks her son is at fault too. Wow. Wonderful. I love a mother who does this to her kid. Bitch.
But then she ended up punching him in his back and then hit me in the back of my head, and that's when I really just took off on her.
So
and put my hands on
she
her.
assaulted both of you?
Yes,
Okay.
somebody else had a video.
We didn't assault her first.
Do you two wish she's going to be going to jail anyway? Do you wish to be victims of the assault and testify?
I want to press charges. I don't care. I want to press charges.
Do it! Do it! Press charges! Press charges! I support it. That behavior is not okay.
Do you want to go to court and testify?
Yeah,
All that?
I
Okay.
will.
Okay.
I will. Most definitely will.
Outstanding.
For him,
That helps. That helps this.
Especially considering children were involved in her assault. There is no excuse for that.
Get a little more valid, so thank you.
Yeah, she pressed charges against me. Pressed charges against her for hitting me. If they would have backed off, I would have been able to take my son home and go home calmly.
Lady, you manhandled your son in public. Do not be the least bit surprised if people actually take action. Not everyone is going to do the, not everyone's going to have bystander syndrome like you want to believe.
And I don't even know the situation to make them know. And they know nothing about my son.
So, okay, I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. The fact that your child's disability, I know I'm going off like a broken record right now, but it really irks me. It really disturbs me that you think that your son's disabilities, mental disorders, are an excuse to get violent with him, to manhandle him. That's messed up. I'm not just speaking as a witness here. I'm speaking as someone who has experienced this type of behavior, who has experienced this type of treatment. When I was growing up, there have been plenty of times I have been restrained by police officers, by doctors, teachers, or school faculty, because they think this is the best way to handle a meltdown. They think this is the best way to handle a child who doesn't know how to regulate their emotions sometimes. And it's sickening. It's absolutely sickening. Especially considering that a child died from this type of treatment. My God. Like, the way we treat kids, or people for that matter, with any form of a disability, it needs to change. Societally, it needs to change. We cannot be resorting to restraints all the time. It's not always necessary. I can't stress that enough.
There are clearly two very different views of what happened before police arrived on this bizarre day. But security cameras have captured every moment of the action. Police will soon see for themselves exactly how things went down inside the Quick Trip, and so will we. In the meantime, the cell phone video is more than enough to disgust Officer Miller.
Can you show me where she slams the child on the ground again?
It's this video.
I don't know what you can see, but
Picks him up under the arms,
right here in the back.
Takes him, swings him down.
picks him up in the air, and throws him on the floor. Okay.
While she
What the
shows her
fuck?
video again
What is she, a fucking WWE character? What is her issue?
to Officer Miller, her fiancé shows Officer Peckman how he was hurt in the melee.
Do you have any injuries on you from...
I don't know what you can see. Punched me right here in the back.
Oh.
Okay. And then you said she bit you?
Well, she attempted to.
Yeah, okay.
She didn't get the chance to. because
Okay.
I heard
Ugh.
But
That's
she was
gross.
literally, right here. You can probably still see the
Some redness, yeah.
So when I was walking out the store, she punched me in my back. She punched my girl, and so we just attacked her because that's my lady. Like, ain't nobody just gonna attack my lady.
You know, I appreciate that. Like, look, I don't usually like to resort to violence. I usually like to, when it comes to confrontational situations, I kind of hope that, like, things aren't as violent as possible when it comes to handling it. However, it's like, on one hand, considering this type of behavior this woman has displayed, considering how violent she was towards other people, including children, mind you. I am not opposed to, I'm not opposed to him wanting to defend his wife, or his fiance, sorry. So, you know what? Good on him. Good on him.
In gathered statements from the main participants, the cops have another conversation with the woman who started all of this.
See if she has a story and see if she has someone who can come pick this child up. Ma'am, what's your first name?
And I can also my son's workers.
Just as the officers note those down,
Your son has social workers? I wonder why your son would have social workers. It couldn't possibly have anything to do with the fact that you are violent with your own kid. Oh man, I can tell you, this woman probably is going to feed some BS saying like, oh, he has these social workers because of his behavioral issues. No. I have, at this point, I see every possible reason to believe that, like, the reason why he has social workers is because society doesn't trust you with your kid. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
she utters more strange details.
If my son has to go to foster care, I will understand. But I'd like
What?
to go home so I can talk to his workers and get all of this handled, please.
Oh, wow. Just give up on your kid just like that? Okay. That's a little messed up. That's a little screwed up. Like, I've had, oh my god, that's so fucked up. Why would you be so quick to give up on your kid like that? Like, yeah, you know what? I mean, that is definitely for the best considering how unhinged you are, but whatever.
Sure, we'll get all this sorted out shortly. What's going on with him today?
Brendan, he is ADHD,
Okay.
autism on a spectrum.
Autism on a spectrum? What the fuck? Oh, wow. She really doesn't... Somebody needs to pick up a dictionary. Okay. Okay. Oh. No, I get she's trying to say autism spectrum disorder, but still, like, come on, lady.
Mood swings, DD, that goes along with the ADHD.
Okay.
His workers are under Orchard Place Guidance Center. He is due for his medicine, and he's even got a doctor's appointment to get back in school tomorrow because he's been homesick.
Okay.
And when he does not get his way, which the workers know, he will throw a fit like that in the store. And they...
Okay. If your kid is throwing a fit, I can understand your frustration, madam. However, it does not excuse you to get violent with your own kid. You know, like, here's the thing. Like, that can be seen as a form of betrayal to the child. Like, you're a mom. Like, you're supposed to be the one person your kid is supposed to trust, to go to when there is a problem. So, how do you think he's going to handle problems that he can't handle when he has a mother that flies off the handle like you do? He's going to try and handle it himself or probably bottle it up until it explodes. I know this because I do the same thing. Honestly, it's pathetic.
Told me to carry him out and get him back at home. And that's exactly what I did until they got involved. And I tried to tell them they don't know him and they don't know the situation.
What's his...
I believe none of this. All I see right now, I see a mother who has been very impatient and has a huge lack of tolerance for her son and just lashed out when she couldn't take it anymore. Screw you. I don't believe any of what you're saying.
What's his first name?
Brendan, and his psych meds are at my house right now.
As shocking as it is that
You are really in a rush to get your son medicated. I wonder why that is.
mother would so quickly volunteer her son for foster care. It's obvious.
Yeah, so I'm not the only one who thinks that's a little fucked. Okay, like, don't get me wrong, I want this kid as safe as possible, but the fact that there is a mother who is, you know, way too quick to like give up on their kid like that, you got to admit that's pretty fucked up. That's really sad.
That there's more to this family history than police can unpack in an afternoon. However, a hint of it may come out as Officer Peckman searches Regina for weapons.
I'm gonna pat you down really quick, so I'm gonna have you pop out. Do you have any weapons on you, or needles, or knives, or anything that's gonna hurt me?
Nope.
Okay.
Because I don't even do that anymore.
No, just your mouth, just your teeth, and your throwing hands.
Since I've had my son. This is just the first time.
Wait,
somebody
what?
said-
Hold up. Say that again.
Oh, do you have any weapons on
No.
you, or needles, or knives, or anything that's gonna hurt me?
Nope.
Okay.
Because I don't even do that anymore. Since I've had my son. This is just
Are you implying that you were doing drugs before your son was born? Oh my god.
the first time somebody's involving themselves when they don't know the situation. And what
The first time. Oh wow. So you're saying that this is the first time your actions are actually being like confronted? Wow. It must not feel very good, does it? Well, I mean that's got to be normal when you're a piece of shit, but what do I know?
what I go through with him. And like I said,
Oh, I hate this. Oh, I'm such a victim. I am such a victim to my child's mental illness. Woe is me. Oh, Yorick. Give me a fucking break. You know, I can't stress this enough. When I hate this when parents like victimize themselves and go on about how their lives are hard because they have a disabled child. Your life will never be as hard as the child's life. Who, like, okay, like, you cannot, how do I put this? Like, you aren't going to have it as hard as the child with the disability. I hate to tell you. You are, yeah, you're experiencing it in some other way, but you're not going through the disability itself. You're just like a witness to all of it. That's really all you are.
that he is due to meet with Brianne tomorrow because we're discussing to getting him into focus.
So, does he stay at Orchard Place sometimes?
No, because he's not 10 yet.
Okay, I gotcha.
He's taken off from the house. Like I told her, he's due to have his next.
Well, gee, I wonder why he would take off from the house. Maybe because he wants to get away from you. Because here's the thing, though, like, autistic people, like, we will sometimes do this thing called eloping. I really feel like there should be a better word for that. But basically what we do is when we find ourselves in a stressful situation, we will want to run away. We will want to get away from the situation until we can calm ourselves down. It's kind of like our own form of self-regulation. It's like if we get ourselves away from the problem, then we can calm down, we can like reflect, we can sort of just have a moment to ourselves, and then we'll come back when we're ready. That's kind of how it works.
Next dosage of medicine when I get home.
I'm gonna get the car started. I'm gonna get the AC running so you get some air. I'll go ahead and get your keys. We'll get this sorted out, okay?
And my wallet's behind the thing.
Okay. Oh my. We're good. You got quite the call here.
This is a dramatic understatement, as will become clear when we see the wild Quick Trip surveillance footage in a moment. But the entire video isn't necessary for the police to come up with some likely charges for Regina Morris.
I mean, she straight up picks him up under the shoulders and body slams him on the
Yeah, I saw.
So that's,
I saw the video
that's a little
too.
Oh my god, like, that's, like, I'm pretty sure even Hulk Hogan will look at that and be like, what is wrong with you, lady?
more than.
Just picking him up and getting him to the car. Yeah.
What do you think? Certainly some sort of child
I
tantrum.
think
Like, even John Cena will look at this and be like, we don't do that with kids.
that's
Body
something.
slamming
Yeah.
child, right?
Yeah.
And then assaulting. She's saying I'll do a simple assault for hitting her in the head, simple assault for whatever happened to
Pinching
him.
and I'm sorry, I'm not a lawyer, but simple assault? Was that coming from the mom just now, or are those actual charges that can be put on a person? Because I don't know, man. How do you that just sounds like a minimization of a terrible action.
Punching and yeah.
I'll call my supervisor, see where it's done. Obviously, someone has to come pick this kid up. She says there's no one to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Before Officer Miller can begin writing up the charges, however, Regina has some complaints.
Excuse me, can I say something?
No.
These handcuffs are a little too tight because they're hurting
Uh-oh.
my wrist back here.
Oh no! Is this eluding? Is she eluding the cops? You're not supposed to do that, woman.
Here, I'll have you step out. I'm gonna put you on, make it a little more comfortable for you, okay?
Please don't.
Which one's one that's really tight?
Please don't. Let her deal with the cuffs. I don't care. She does not deserve to be comfortable after what she did to her kid. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Both of them are,
All right.
actually.
Now, I'm gonna have to uncuff you for a second, okay? Just be cool, all right? Be
They're
cool.
just digging in my hand.
Nope, I got you.
And what is going to take place? Because all I got his phone numbers are at my house. Medicine's at my house, and I do have a friend who can take him down there. She's in D11.
I'll have you step back in. So D11, is this? Do you know the friend's name?
Yeah, Donisha. She's the only friend I have at the building, and she will be willing to take him.
Okay.
Oh man, that cop really was just like, oh man, can you just shut up so I can slam the door in your face?
Regina's comfort has been addressed, and now there's at least one possible option when it comes to Brendan's care. In the meantime, Officer Peckman tries to get some information from the store's employees.
So did you see what happened? That lady came in with two kids, and she wasn't listening, but she was like, okay. Not just this.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Okay. Are those cameras? Okay. Okay.
So then those people stepped in, and then from there just broke the loose. She was scared
Okay. Did she damage anything in here?
I mean, she was throwing shit earlier. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Oh
Making
man.
sense of these chaotic events won't be easy, but there are worse things than...
Also, I'm sorry if I sound a little nasally right now. I am getting over COVID. It was not a fun experience. I actually had to go to the hospital because of a COVID-related situation.
putting together a puzzle.
Oh, dear God.
Having rescued one of Regina's flip-flops, Officer Peckman tries her hand at a task that's perhaps less unpleasant.
Oh, are they going to give her the chancla treatment?
But no less challenging, getting Brendan into her police car.
Hey, Brendan. Is it Brandon? Hey, bud. Oh, my gosh. You want to come hang out in my car where it's cool? Hey, Brandon. Let's take your drink and let's go wait in my car, okay? Okay. Well, these folks need to...
He doesn't want to go. What do you think that... What kind of picture do you think that paints? Sounds to me like he really doesn't want to be near his mom. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But then again, he did say earlier in the video, please don't take my mom to jail. Which I really hate to say, I really kind of sympathize with, because I used to be that way with my mom.
To go, yeah. We're gonna have a DHS worker come out and we'll figure out where, yeah.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah. These folks need to move on with their day, so you're gonna come sit in my car and hang out with me.
Brendan is content to hang out beside the Quick Trip for now, and
you know, considering that this place might not be too far from where he lives, I would not be the least bit surprised if this will be his little hangout place when he gets older. You know what? I think we all need a little hangout place to get away from, you know, when we get older. There's nothing wrong with that.
when Officer Miller comes to chat with Officer Peckman, the boy's care is on his mind as well.
She says she's got a friend, Denisha, in D11. It's a friend. She's okay with the child going there, but I would want to check with DHS about if that's okay with them. You know what I mean? Is he in the car?
No, he doesn't want to go in the car, so I can move him outside. He's actually a little difficult, so.
Is he?
Officer Miller isn't pleased to hear about his partner's failure, but he quickly learns that she did the best she could.
Come over here. Come on.
Yeah, come on up, bud.
You want to pick you up? Come on.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, what a good kid. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Like, look, yes. Like, I get it. Like, taking care of a kid with a behavioral issue or, like, mental health issues, it's not easy. I understand that. But it's like, at the same time, you have to be patient. Because at the end of the day, it's like, they're trying to figure themselves out as well as figure out their own mind. It's very difficult.
Thank you for all the help.
Are we gonna take my mom to jail?
Well, we're figuring all this out, okay? Would you like to sit in the car so you can at least be cool? Nothing bad's gonna happen, okay? Alright.
He really doesn't want his mom to go to jail. Oh my god. See, I think it's easy for people like you and me to be like, yeah, we want this mom to go to jail. We want her to see justice. But at the same time, it's like, I gotta feel bad for the kid because it's like, for all we know, this is probably the only family he has left. For all we know, the dad's a deadbeat and this probably isn't, like, in his life as much. Who knows? Like, I know that, like, when I was a kid, I used to think the world of my mother. I used to assume, like, she was such a wonderful person. But then as I got older and I realized what a terrible person she actually is, I just kind of just woke up and grew up and stopped loving her. Because why would I love a mother who put me through such emotional neglect growing up?
Start doing some other stuff.
Officer Miller then moves to deal with Regina, who has some alternative suggestions for how the rest of the day should go.
All right.
Oh, well, it's a shame she's in the back of a cop car in cuffs, because I don't think that's how it's going to work.
Yes, we have to contact DHS and see if that's a plan that'll work. What's that?
I'd like to go back to my home.
I know you do.
Yeah, no, lady, you just abused your kid in public. That's not how that works.
Get a hold of the workers to let them know. You guys
We're also getting a hold of DHS, okay? We have our own protocols we have to go through, okay?
Then I would like to press charges against them too.
Oh, come on. Really now? Is that, like, you're the one who assaulted them.
Because she's the one who hit me. And then he held me.
She hit you because, you were abusing your kid. She probably had her own maternal instincts kicking in and wanting to protect the kid that you are supposed to be raising. Second, like, you were hitting a lot of other people. Her husband, her fiance, probably her kids too. You probably hit her as well. So, like, I'm not mad at these people for getting a little bit violent with you.
Me down. So I'd like to press charges against both of them. If I'm going to jail,
Entitled
they need
bitch.
to go. I don't even know why I'm going to jail. They're the ones who held my son away from me.
Yeah, because they were rescuing him. They were trying to get him away from you. You body slammed your child onto the ground. You grabbed him by the neck. You manhandled him. I feel like any human being with any form of decency would want to get a child like that away from a woman like you. I would. I know I would.
Well, I watched a video of you grabbing your son underneath his shoulders and slamming him on the floor.
What is...
Pick him up.
Trying to pick him up? Oh, that's bullshit. I don't buy that for a second.
What's that?
I was trying to pick him up.
Liar.
And then you throw him to the floor. Okay. Well, then I don't know what to tell.
I know they're going to be showing us the video, so something tells me that, like, whatever she is saying to the cops right now is bullshit. So, but that's yet to be seen.
Oh, yeah, because that's what I saw.
I would like to go home so I could calm down so I could call my workers.
You are in the cop car. You are in cuffs right now. You are under arrest. That's not how this works. You want to calm down, you can calm down in the cop car on the way to jail.
Would you like to speak with my sergeant?
Yes, because I would like to go home. I can understand that you're...
Oh my god. No, don't give her the option to speak to your manager. That's what they want.
taking him outside the home. I'm willing to do that, but I would like to go home and calm down so that I can get a hold of the workers to let them know what is going on.
They will know. They're going to know now that, like, you're in cuffs, because the cops are going to inform DHS, and DHS will probably inform the workers too. I don't know how this usually works. Maybe they will, maybe they won't.
It's perhaps not surprising that Officer Miller's sympathies are in short supply.
I don't blame him. I mean, you can only have so much sympathy for an abuser.
But when Regina's friend Denisha shows up at the store, she too is in shock over what she's witnessed.
Yeah, I'm okay. Gina snapped inside a Kritcher. They got it on video, like she snapped. They're
Oh, wow.
posting it on Facebook. Damn, that went viral fast.
Oh, damn! Viral, you say? Okay. Shit. Never underestimate the internet. What can I say?
Disturbed by the video, Denisha speaks with her friend in the back of the police car.
And they're not even letting me to go home to calm down.
Yeah, no, honey, because that video, Regina.
Sis, what happened? They got involved and they wouldn't back out in my face either. So they were partly at fault too.
Baby, what happened?
Shut up! No, they are not. They were doing the right thing.
And I was trying to walk out until they wanted to get involved and made the situation happen.
Why did you call me, Mom?
My phone's at home.
I was trying to call you. I was getting
Yeah, I was already up here. I was trying to get home with him. Those two people over there wanted to start a fight and got in my face too.
I am so sick of parents that think that everything is never their fault. It's like, I'm sick of parents that don't take accountability for their actions. And meanwhile, they have no problem preaching to their kids like, oh, your behavioral issues or your mental health issues are not an excuse to behave a certain way. But it's okay for me to act a certain way towards you, though. That's totally fine.
And made the situation worse.
Regina's story does.
It's your fault for being mentally disabled. It's not my fault. It's not like I birthed you into this world with these type of conditions or anything. What do I know?
Doesn't match that of the other witnesses, but everything will soon.
What the hell was that? Okay, I heard something that was a thing.
Be cleared up. The Quick Trip workers have pulled up the security footage, and Officer Peckman goes inside to see what really went down this afternoon. Officer Peckman prepares to watch the footage, and as she watches, so shall we.
Oh boy. I know I'm not streaming this right now. This is all video, but regardless, I want you all to know that if you are watching this and you are not a fan of like hostile behavior, if you're not a fan of abusive behavior or anything like that, if you don't like what's about to go down, because I can tell you right now, there's going to be abuse, there's going to be yelling and screaming and cussing. If you're not a fan of that, you have every reason to either skip ahead or just like maybe not watch the video or maybe just like leave the video altogether. I don't blame you.
Starting right from the moment that Regina and Brendan first entered the store.
Okay. Whoa! Chill, lady. Yeah, you know what? Like, he's clearly trying to get away from her. I don't blame the poor kid. Like, dude, you're being hostile with your son. I would get away too.
Brendan pulls a fast one on his mom and slips back into the store undetected.
Uh-oh. Oh my god. Okay, this is another thing I got really sick of growing up. I have had people threaten to call the cops on me so many times. It's like, that's not going to help. Like, whether my behavior escalates or not, it's not going to help. This is just a form of control. It's a form of, like, keeping control. That's all it is. When you threaten, like, to get other authorities involved, that's a form of control. Oh my god, chill out. He just wants a drink. Is it really that much of the end of the world? Again, using the police, using authority figures to control your kid, not a smart move. Okay, yeah, like, I see it. I do see that the kid is being a bit difficult. I understand that. I'm not going to pretend I was any different. But yelling, screaming, and stuff, like, that's not going to help. That's not going to help. Getting hostile with him is not going to help. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry. Threats and stuff like that, that's not going to work. You know, I know I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert with kids, but I feel like in this situation, it wouldn't hurt to make a compromise. You know, like, if you can behave yourself for a moment, like, you can give me, like, give the kid, like, if you can give me 5 minutes, honey, I will get you a drink. I don't know, I think compromise might actually help. It's a lot better than screaming and getting on this kid's case. No. Uh-oh. I don't care, lady. I don't care if this is your kid. I don't care whose kid it is. You don't abuse them. Don't abuse a child. Oh my god. Why is this so hard to grasp? Oh my god. Oh my god, she really did it! She really body slammed him! Oh my god! That's not necessary! Yeah, at that point, yeah, no, that woman's maternal instincts is kicking in. I don't blame her. Oh my god, this poor kid. This poor baby. You know, I have no doubt in my mind that this kid's going to remember this for the rest of his life, and he's going to grow up to resent his mother. And at that point, I'm not even mad. Just as long as he doesn't become a future Ed Gein, we're good. I'm not mad at him.
The footage shows Regina throwing her child to the ground, and that will be enough for the police to send her to jail tonight.
Good.
However, as you'll see, that was only the beginning of the convenience store carnage that...
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
...tore through the Quick Trip.
Yes, it is! tell you that. Anyone with half a brain can tell you that. Anyone with quart of a brain can tell you that. That was abuse. That was abuse. Oh my God. Right in front of this little baby right here too. Could you imagine? Like, you're just like, what, 2 years old, 3 years old, and you're going with your dad to the supermarket to get a snack or something, and this lady is just going off the rails right in front of you, and you just have no way of understanding what's going on. I don't care. You should not abuse your kid because he's got a mental disorder. I am so sick of people doing this. Oh, she's this guy ain't having it. Even he doesn't want to hear this BS. Good. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Are you out of your mind? You are abusing your kid in public. You really expect people to just not do anything? Wow, you've gotten the bystander syndrome treatment for way too long, haven't you? You want your son after what you did? No. After that, I don't think so. No, they won't. No, she said the cops will be on her side. I call BS on that. Because they're looking at this footage right now. Like, can we stop acting like there's no cameras in places like these? Nope. This isn't kidnapping, lady. This is rescuing. Clearly, you don't see the difference. No. You're not getting your kid after what you did. I'm so, you know what? At this point, children should not be an entitlement. They are human beings like you and I. They grow up to be adults just like you and me. And we all have our own walks of life, our own paths in life that lead us to certain fates. I'm sounding like a Facebook post right now. I don't know. Point is, this kid is going to grow up and probably hate you for the rest of his life. And you have yourself to blame. Not him, not the people in the store, not the police, not DHS. You have yourself to blame for that. I hope you learn soon.
Frustrated with how
these parents need to realize that not everyone is out to get their kid. Not everyone's going to be an ignorant asshole that doesn't know what a disability is, all right? I don't know what to tell you.
this conflict is going.
Also, I'm pretty sure, I feel like I don't even need to watch Tangled to tell you, like, yeah, this is another control tactic, probably towards the child. You know, this mother probably tells him all the time, like, there's no one in the world that's going to understand you and love you and know about you like I do. Which is bullshit, because it's like, you don't know that. Maybe I'll fall in love with someone that will understand me and love me for who I am despite my flaws. You don't know that.
Regina tries a tactic that's already failed once this day.
Oh, yeah. That's working flawlessly. Nope. Also, really, you don't have a cell phone on you? You don't? Why not? No.
To get what she wants, it's not long before Regina's rage boils over.
Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when Ursula the Sea Witch gets legs. Yes, you are. Do you not see yourself right now? Do you not hear the words coming out of your own mouth? Like, at this point, like, this woman has no self-awareness. None whatsoever. And I don't know if rage can do that to you, but oh boy, this woman's got a lot of it. Yeah! What makes you think you can just take him home after subjecting people to seeing that? Subjecting your child to that treatment in public. You know, something tells me this woman is so used to people not, stepping in. She's probably has done this to her kid in public before. She's probably never had anyone step in and stop her up until now. Well, you know what? It's never too late for a wake-up call. Okay, seriously though, does she not look like Constance from the fucking Monster House? You know the fat woman that married Nebercracker? The one that turned into the Monster House? Yeah, that's what she looks like. Oh wait, no. I'll do you one better. You know what she really looks like? She looks like, okay, you guys ever see the movie Coraline? You know, she looks like one of the neighbor ladies, the fat woman. The fat one, you know which one I'm talking about, right? I honestly can't remember off the top of my head who it is. I just know that, like, there was, like, Mr. Babinski, and then there was, like, these two elderly women, a fat one and a skinny one. She looks like the fat one from Coraline. Oh my god. Oh dear, that is... Oh my god, that is a, this here, that's a fire extinguisher. Might not want to be throwing that around. That can turn into an explosive if you're not careful.
The conflict has reached a fever pitch, but if you think what you've seen so far is extraordinary, you haven't seen anything yet.
Promise. Oh my god. She's acting more childish than her own kid. That's pathetic. It's hilarious. Look at this. People are already recording and shit. This is phenomenal. This. Oh no. We don't do that. Also, hold up a second. This kid is so brave. Just stared this woman down as she was doing this. She's like, you can hit me if you want, but I'm not the one going out of here in cuffs. I'm not the one getting in trouble here, so I don't have that much to lose. You do, though. Oh, God. Shout out to this person right here. I applaud their bravery. Hell yeah. Just laughed it off, too. Huh. You know what? It kind of makes you wonder who's really autistic here. I don't think it's the little boy. You know, if this woman had an internet presence, she'd make a great lol cow. This dude's like, no bitch, no bitch, no bitch. This guy is so chill. I like this guy. He's cool. I hope he's doing well in life. I'm sorry. I am so sorry that he got hit by such a terrible individual. But I hope him and his family are doing well.
Demands aren't getting her anywhere, but when she decides to take matters into her own hands, the insanity goes to a new level.
Oh, great. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest, like, there's so many people coming in and out. I know that they're probably just getting their food or their drink or their whatever in and out, because, you know, it's a quick trip, it's whatever. But I gotta be honest, though, like, if I was just, like, going to a quick trip, or going to a Circle K, or going to an AM/PM just to get a drink, and then I hear all this stuff going on from outside, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna wait this out. Let me know when shit dies down so I can get my my cola, my suicide cola. If you know what I'm talking about, you're a real one. Jesus! Isn't this the part where the cops, you know, get called? Run, Brendan! Run like the wind! Run, kiddo! Run! I'll get you a drink. I'll get you all the drinks. This kid just wanted a fucking drink. That's just all. That's why he, like, I think that's probably why he was so happy to be in there. Wow. This is in Iowa, by the way. I'm surprised this is in Florida. Wow. You know, I'm gonna be real, like, I kind of have this theory that autism, you know, can sort of, like, come up when a child, okay, like, I know everyone has their theory as to what makes autism. My theory is that it can really, like, depend on how old the parents are. If the parents are, like, really old, like, they're almost, like, edging to that point where it's, like, they're still able to reproduce and make a child, but they haven't, like, reached that, they're still yet to reach that age of, like, not being able to produce a child at the same time. Like, I don't know, say, like, 40s or 50s. I really feel like the age of the parent can be a bit of an impact on the child, mentally speaking. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's just a little theory I have.
As shocking as that was, the exchange has only added fuel to Regina's fire. She storms toward the door, where she's unable to resist having a measure of revenge.
Whoa. Whoa! I saw that! Oh my god! lady? Oh my god, is she okay? I'm saying that as if I actually, like, am there in the situation, but oh my god, it's like, I really do feel bad for this woman. She just got smacked. No reason at all.
Just in time to miss the violence, and back in real time, Officer Peckman has seen enough to make sense of the chaos. Or
Good.
at least as much sense as can possibly be made.
Here's your phone back. Thank you.
Were you able to see on the camera?
Yeah, you get a pretty good view. So,
Of everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He does seem to be somewhat of a difficult child. He's obviously got something going on, but
Yeah, but still, like, yeah, exactly. Okay, like you exactly what she's about to say here. But you don't just pick up your kid and body slam them. You don't. There's other ways of handling it. You don't need to get violent. You don't need to get verbally, like, abusive. There are ways of dealing with a child like this. It's just a matter of taking up that choice, making the choice to not take that, like, route. I don't know what to tell you, man.
But you don't just pick up your kid and throw him on the ground.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So her saying that she was trying to pick him up and then dropped him by accident, that's BS. I don't buy it.
The subject of Brendan's difficult nature comes up again, and it's something that Officer Peckman will become intimately familiar with before the day is done. In the meantime, a tentative arrangement is made to send Brendan home with Denisha. However, that plan hits a snag when Sergeant Vance arrives and decides that it might be wise to cover all the bases.
If the trouble slows down, we might have to take the child to the hospital just to make
Oh,
sure the
damn.
child's not injured in any way. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because, like, you know, gotta take into account that maybe that could lead to a brain injury. Good Lord.
Since she did finally throw him down.
Yeah.
I know he's probably not going to say he's injured, but we'll probably need to at least get him medically checked out. And then if the neighbor wants to go to the hospital, and if it's okay with DHS, if they want to work out something with DHS, that's up to him.
I'll let the other officer know that. She's going to deal with all the kid side of it. I'm just going to get her going. She does want to talk to y'all, roll down the window, or you want to open the door.
Please
Caught up
don't.
to speed with what's happening at the Quick Trip today, the sergeant has a chat with Regina, who still has hopes of avoiding jail.
Yeah, no, not happening.
What? Separate myself.
What's that?
I am going to separate myself. It's just all my numbers at home, and I can't get a hold of nobody because all my workers' numbers are in my phone. And I'm willing to take full responsibility for what I did.
Are you, though?
I would like to go home, if possible, tonight, because I don't have a way to bond myself out. And like I said, I can't.
Well, that's
get a
your
hold of
fault.
nobody. And I'm willing to take full responsibility. Anything you.
Yeah, I have my doubts on that, considering how you were behaving just now.
You guys ask me, I'll do all the court dates, everything. If I have a no trespassing charge for the premises, I'll even take it.
Yeah.
Oh, right. This is probably her way of trying to weasel her way out of jail. I get it.
Well, unfortunately, I mean, we're not going to be able to send you home tonight.
The prevailing theme of the day seems to be Regina's inability to get what she wants, but there's not much she can do about it from the back of a police car, and
This is what happens when you don't tell your kids no.
despite her menacing deeds, Brendan still longs for her comfort.
Oh my god! I feel so bad for this kid! Dude, when I was this kid's age, my mom left. She left, and, like, I was the one always making the calls. Always the one taking initiative to, you know, maintain a relationship with her. And, like, she did literally nothing. Oh my god. I hope that either these two, I hope the mom either realizes how much she's in the wrong in this situation, and B, I hope to God that, like, I hope the kid, either that or I hope the kid realizes what a terrible person she is and gets out of this situation as soon as he can, because you just can't, like, this is not good. This is not acceptable.
I can't hold your hand, baby. Why? Because I'm in handcuffs. Okay, you need to go. Go with I know, baby. Back here.
Oh my god.
Be good, okay?
Are you gonna be back in the morning?
Yep, I'm gonna try to, okay?
I feel so bad for this kid.
It may be impossible to muster sympathy for Regina after all we've witnessed today.
Oh, I don't feel any bit of sympathy for her. She's got none coming from me. The kid, however, absolutely. I feel bad because it's like, I know it's probably because he's a little kid, but I don't think he realizes what kind of an abusive person his mother is. And I hope he learns soon. I really do.
But one can't ignore the heartbreak of her child as they're separated. Officer Miller decides it might be best to make sure Brendan doesn't have to watch his mom go into the transport wagon.
Hey, how about I just go drive somewhere else? We can get this off the side of the car.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
This is not gonna be good for them.
There's the for the incoming third watch. Triple three.
I know, but Mom's gotta go. We'll have
This pains me. This really pains me because it's like, I don't think, I get it. Like, raising a kid is not the easiest thing. Raising a kid with a disability is not the easiest thing. I understand that. But on the other hand, it's like, whether they're disabled or not, you have to take into account, like, how you raise them, how you treat them as a kid, and how you treat them as they grow up. It's going to be a heavy impact on how they will be as an adult. You do have to keep that in mind.
Officer Miller drives Regina away from the store, leaving Denisha and her friend to deal with her distraught son. At the same time, Officer Peckman gets a curious update from DHS.
That probably doesn't meet the criteria for removal if he wasn't injured from being thrown down.
Bullshit! Oh my god, I hate the system so much.
Yeah, she said she'll email me with whatever her supervisor says, but in the meantime, we're okay to figure out how best to get him to Lutheran, and then he's okay to go home with them, so, yeah.
I hate this. Like, dude, I hate the system so goddamn much. They will not help properly. They do not help properly. The only time they'll ever step in is when there's a dead child, and it makes me sick.
Yeah. What? I'm gonna have to lock him in.
Well, if you want him to run his
I'll follow you guys. I can go over there and meet you guys over there. I got to go home and tell my family. I just kind of like pushed my kids in with someone that was there.
Okay.
They don't even know what's going on. I just was like, I'll be right back. I had to come and try to.
This mother is so fucking thoughtless. She never put any of this into account. How this would affect her son, how this would affect the people around her in her life. Literally, no thought whatsoever. Absolutely disgusting.
Help my sister.
Arranging for Brendan's care won't be as simple as it seems, but Denisha and the police are doing everything in their power to make it work. Denisha promises Brendan that she'll meet him at the hospital, which helps calm him down, at least temporarily. Once he's seated in the back of Officer Peckman's car with Denisha's friend Angelina, however, his thoughts turn sad.
I miss Mom.
Oh, you know what? She misses you too.
I don't wanted her to be gone forever.
Yeah, no, honestly, when I was a little kid and my mom and my dad got, into fights because of how drunk my mother was, I remember one time, when I was a little kid, my mom got really wasted, and my dad was not having it, especially considering I was up way past my bedtime, and nothing was being done about that. And it's like, she was supposed to be taking care of me and my sibling while he was at work. And he comes home to my mom being totally plastered. And I remember at one point the fight escalated to a point where my dad said he was going to call the police. As soon as I heard those words exit his mouth, I was in tears. I was already in tears, but the tears were getting a lot worse at that point. Yeah, no, like, it was traumatizing, because it's like when you're a kid, you assume that when someone goes to jail, they never come out. Like, they're in there forever. I probably thought the same thing about my mom when I heard that my dad was calling the cops. I don't blame this kid. I know exactly where he's coming from.
Oh. He's gonna be there for 5 years.
I feel so bad for him. Like, maybe 5 years is a stretch, but honestly, I'm gonna be real. Kiddo, no, this isn't any disrespect towards you, but your mom honestly deserves to be in there longer.
Regina's sentence is still to be determined, but she immediately makes an impression when she gets to jail.
Oh, great. How's this gonna go?
Alright, go ahead and start walking right towards that door.
Yeah, Sheriff Hopper shortness of breath? No. Have you traveled in that with domestic? No. Come in contact with another code? No. What happened to the right?
That's when somebody held me down on the floor at QT. So like I said, I can't see my face to see how bad it is.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was bad even before all this. I'm mean. I know I'm being mean right now, but she abused her son. A little roasting from a VTuber is the least of her worries.
And take medical, can you look on the female side? Head right through the door.
Everything's no.
I got that.
Nice and spacious in here. She's a peach. No, she ain't.
With Regina's transfer to the jail complete, Officer Peckman and the neighbors have their hands full with Brendan at the hospital.
Oh my goodness. You want to eat some of your candy? You got a whole bag of candy here. What?
Cool.
Yeah, I don't want you to break that, Brendan, though, because other people need to use it.
Aw.
Other people who can't walk.
Hello? Make sure people are safe. Hello? Is that okay with you, sir?
Hey, Brendan, we can't use this phone.
I just want to call Mom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. I get it, but we can't. I know. We don't.
Oh, I feel so bad for him.
Don't hit me.
Oh, honey. Don't do that. Don't hit a cop. Oh my god, I know he's a kid. He doesn't know any better, but kiddo, do not hit a cop. You are not going to like the results. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
I know, bud. I'll just have to manage his behavior kind of as best as I can.
Oh, he's eloping. Not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but for those of you who don't know, eloping is basically when autistic kids, they feel, when they feel like stressed or in a high stress environment, they want to get out, they want to get away as soon as they can. So they elope to sort of get away. It's like stepping out and just kind of like taking a breather for us. Except it usually involves running away.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want to break their vending machine.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, it's a busy day at the hospital, and it will be some time before Brendan is seen by a doctor. He does, however, get his vitals checked by a nurse, who asks him about his injuries.
Are you hurting at all? Okay.
Your arm or what's hurting?
Oh, shit.
How bad does your neck hurt? A lot or a little?
What is this?
How bad does your neck hurt? A lot or a little?
A lot.
A lot.
Oh, Mom, you fucked up.
Does it hurt all the time or just when you're moving it?
Just when I'm moving it.
Okay.
Thankfully, it doesn't seem that Brendan is suffering from any serious injuries, and when Denisha learns that it will be at least 3 hours before he's seen by a doctor, she decides she can no longer wait.
So due to the time that it's going to take for him to get seen, I'm not going to be able to stand by until he gets seen to figure out like what the results of x-rays and stuff would be. If that's also the case for you, to where you can't wait around for 3-4 hours, whatever it's going to be, we'll just have to call DHS and they'll have to come take custody of him and they'll handle it rather than you. So I'll leave it up to you.
As it turns out, Denisha doesn't have to choose between staying at the hospital and turning Brendan over to DHS control. Officer Peckman and DHS ultimately decide that it'll be okay for Brendan to wait until tomorrow to get his medical clearance. The child goes home with Denisha, and Officer Peckman puts a very trying afternoon behind her. Though Regina Morris was charged with felony child endangerment, her negotiated guilty plea brought it down to a misdemeanor to go along with her 2 assault charges.
Misdemeanor my ass! No, no!
On February 14th, 2022, Morris was sentenced to 2 years in prison.
Oh my god, this fucking lady. Ew. Ew. Get this abuser away from me. Ew. Oh, 2 years in prison? I'm sorry, that's not enough.
For the endangerment charge, and 2 years in jail for the assault charges. Both sentences stand suspended.
So she's gonna be away from her son for 4 years. I hope you're proud of yourself, lady. You just separated yourself from your son for 4 years. I hope that's plenty of time for the kid to wake up and realize what a terrible person you are.
Court records do not specify what happened to Brendan, but contemporaneous news reports say he was doing well and in the care of the Iowa Department of Human Services.
That's
a
good.
no-contact order issued against Regina Morris was also lifted on the day of her sentencing. However, details of the protected individual at the other end of this order has not been named publicly in the records.
My god. So, sorry, hold up. Moral of the story is, don't treat your kids like crap. Oh, shit, sorry. Don't treat your kids like crap. In public. Or in private, doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Don't abuse your kid.